Hi everyone in English 1301 and English 2323. It's Dr. E and I'm here with your final week instructional video. Anyhow, I thought I'd make one video not only because I'm having trouble with my computer that I usually film with, but also y'all are doing the same thing this week, so why not? I want to start by saying that I just really appreciate all the work and effort that you've put into these courses this semester. It's gone by pretty quickly. I'm sure there were weeks in there where it felt like it was dragging, and you had a lot going on. You had a lot of work in our classes, but I just really appreciate everything and all the effort that you've put in. So let's go ahead and get into what we're doing in our final week. I'm going to jump to D2L, which I think I have the English 2323 course pulled up, but those of you in English 1301, it looks very similar, so don't worry about it. If we go to the content area and take a look at our final week, right, scroll down and you'll see final week. You're watching what will appear here, of course. So this week, you really want to make sure that you are just kind of closing the loop on everything related to the multimedia project, right? So you want to have already checked to make sure that everything is visible, that all the links work, that the files are visible. Make sure that you've gone in and taken a look at the feedback that you've gotten or the responses that you've gotten from other folks, just to make sure that everything is there, because I'm going to hit the ground running this week with all the grading because due dates and times have been pushed back. So this week is just all about the grading for me. So just make sure that everything is there. So you're watching the instructional video, and the only thing you'll have on your plates this week for our course is the course reflection, which is going to be due on Thursday. And then next week you'll rest and celebrate, which I'm sure, everybody's more than ready to do, right? So the course reflection is set up as a survey in D2L, and I really want to just kind of emphasize the idea that I won't be looking at these until the semester has ended. So I say that to encourage you to provide really honest and direct feedback, because I'm looking for that. I'm looking for you to think back over the course of the semester and how the course has been structured, whether you're in English 2323 or English 1301. And I would like your input, right? So what worked, maybe what could be improved the next time I teach the course? Are there different assignments that you can think of? I'm not going to give you a grade based on your feedback. I think that's what I'm trying to emphasize. I'm not looking at them. I'm just basically going to see that you've completed everything, and then it's a completion grade. I want you to note that because it's set up as a survey, it will not automatically give you a grade. I'm going to have to manually go in there and give you a grade. So I will update those, just about every day for those of you who have completed them and really are interested to see what your final grade in the course will be, and you're keeping an eye on things. But just know that if you submit, it's not going to be like a quiz where there's a grade that's automatically visible in our grade book. Speaking of grades, make sure that you've gone in and double checked everything. I am still working on the of course, the multimedia projects will be this week, but also the journal collections. So for English 2323, you have your reading journal collections. And then for English 1301, you have your food journal collections. So I'm working on those this week. You'll see a dash. It means it hasn't been graded. Everything else has been graded. So again, if you see something that contradicts an email exchange that we had or something, I first want you to go in and make sure that you've submitted the work. So go in and find the confirmation email from D2L if you submitted it as an uploaded assignment. Go into the discussion post and make sure you've complete. Do your due diligence before emailing me. I cannot emphasize enough how many emails I'm going to be getting this week from panicked folks. And I get it, right? We're trying to close out strong. But give me something in those emails. Tell me that you have looked for this information and these details, right? Help me out a little bit. Make sure you're telling me the date it was due. What's the title of the assignment, right? Give me the details so I can jump right in and give you feedback as soon as possible, right? This, however, speaking of emails, is not the time, this is not the week to email me to ask what else you can do to pass the course. It's just not. Again, I have incredible sympathy and empathy for everybody in our courses. But those are emails that I just can't do anything about at this point because I need to consider the fairness for all students. I need to consider the fact that we've pushed some deadlines in the past. It's one of those things where we're out of options at this point. Hopefully you took advantage of the bonus credit that was available. Hopefully you took advantage of the bonus credit that was built into the course with some of our discussion responses. It's one of those things where I've tried to emphasize this the whole semester, and this is the week where I think it becomes real for a lot of folks. But I'm just telling you ahead of time, I likely will not respond to emails that are asking me what else you can do to pass the course, or what can I do to get an extra point to pass the course. We're just beyond that, right? So again, great sympathy, great empathy. I know that we've all gone through it this semester, but hopefully you feel like you've ended and done everything you possibly can, and you submitted the journals, and you submitted the multimedia project, you met all the guidelines, and you're going to complete this course, reflection and get that additional 20 points, right? That just might be what you need to push you from, a 79 to an 80 or whatever the case may be. Anyhow, back to the course reflection. So I'm going to ask various questions. Some of them are just going to be general about the course and are kind of multiple choice, and some of them are asking for your feedback. Please give me that feedback. It's so helpful to me. I'm asking, how can things be improved? What have you seen maybe in other courses that would work well in this course? Just give me that feedback. So again, that's due on Thursday. It will have the 48-hour grace period. I would love if you did not take advantage of that so I can get your grades done and you can see what you have before next week, because I don't want to have anybody questioning things before the semester has completed, because grades are due next week. Okay, so going back, you'll see that I'm just asking these questions. You'll go through, and again, you will not see a grade until I have, and all I'm looking for is it will spit out a report that shows me who has attempted a grade, and then I will go in and I will give you a grade. I'm not looking at the feedback specifically, so again, I'm asking for your honesty and your constructive feedback, because that's just so helpful. Every semester I get some great input that always leads to something that I really think positively impacts the way that I teach the courses the next time around. All right, so it's been a really great semester. I appreciate, again, y'all have been really patient with me, which I appreciate, and looking at your projects it's always a great way to end the semester, right? Because I get to see the creativity at play. I get to see all the ideas coming into, an overall assignment that you submit and work on and put a lot of effort into. So I just can't thank you enough. So hopefully you'll keep in touch if you feel like you can, if you feel like you want to. I'm here for you. So take care and try to find time to relax and enjoy your break. All right.